Pay for any of these medical kits that I'm gonna review. I mean, I did pay, excuse me, for all three of these out of my own pocket. Now, another disclaimer, or not disclaimer, but thing you should know: if you have a flexible health savings account or a card like an HSA, you can use your HSA to buy medical supplies without any like tax penalties or anything like that. So I actually use my HSA to buy all of this stuff. So just a heads up, a lot of companies like advertise that on their websites and some do not, but they are FSA, HSA approved medical life-saving things. So, if you have an HSA, use it and get some quality medical kits. I know a lot of people don't want to spend $150 plus on a kit. You should, because it could save your life and you should get high quality materials and things. But, just as a disclaimer, you can use your HSA or FSA. So let's get into the video. All right, YouTube, what is happening? I got a video today on a medical kit from Live the Creed. I have done a video on their EDC kit, which I actually carry all the time. But this is actually technically I'm doing 3 reviews here on one video. I'm going to compare what I think are the 3 top IFAKs for the range, for your duty belt. And this is definitely one of them, and no doubt about it. And we're going to cover 3 of these. We're going to cover the Live the Creed Responder IFAK, which is what you see here, the Blue Force Gear Micro IFAK, and the Trex Arm Style Med 1 pouch. The reason why I say style is because they're completely sold out, so I found there is a knockoff pouch. But once the Trex one comes in stock, I'm going to buy it. But either way, I'm going to start with this one because this arrived first. I ordered this on July 17th. It came July 21st, 4 days. Really good, really fast. In retrospect, my Blue Force Gear order hasn't even shipped yet, and I ordered it the day after. So let's pull it out of here. It came completely fully loaded. Let's go ahead and hide my packing information there. And this cost, with this coupon code there, $157.50 before shipping. With shipping, it was $165. So that is the complete price with the additional the cat tourniquet included, and the kit is completely loaded out. This is the multicam black version. You can see how it attaches here with these Maxpedition Molly. You can just run it through your belt really easily. But the whole idea of this kit is it to be fast and easy to get with one hand without having to take off your belt. You can just remove it, and that's really the point of all 3 of the kits I'm going to be reviewing, is that they can all be accessed without having to remove your belt on the range in case of you need medical right away. This tourniquet just pulls right out. I'll take it out of the packaging, obviously. But it pulls right out of that sleeve. You got a tourniquet, easy access. Right there on the bottom. And these are designed to, I'll leave it out for now. These are designed to sit the small of your back. So you could also mount this to a plate carrier because it's got these attachment points probably. And you've got a few options here. But the idea behind this is you unclip this very quickly and you pull this insert out and this whole thing comes out. I thought. Am I wrong? Did I buy the wrong product? Okay, so the point of this is you pull this and this whole thing comes out. See, pull that, boom, that stays on your belt. Here's your IFAK, all right in front of you, all packed nice and neatly in these rubber bandages. You've got EMT shears. I hate to pull all this out because it's so nicely packed, but we'll do it for the sake of the video. You got EMT shears here. You've got mini compression bandage. You've got your chest seal. You got your gloves. You've got your combat gauze, and you have, again, your chest seals. Now, it comes with 2 chest seals, which it's a twin pack, so you got the entry and exit chest seal, and then you've got a nasal airway that's pretty lubricated as well. So all of that packs into that really small pouch there, and it all pulls out together, and it's easy, fast access to all your kit. Actually looks like it's going to be very easy to pack back together too. That's another plus for this kit. Now, normally I wouldn't get it fully loaded out because I have a lot of this stuff, but I decided the cost was not that much more. You can buy the pouch without it being fully loaded. And that, let's see. I'll pull up the store real quick on my laptop and tell you what the price is. So you got your gloves, everything all neatly there. And this just slides back through. So everything you need to treat a gunshot wound, mass trauma at the range, which is exactly what I'm looking for. This is gonna be hard to beat. I know it's the first one I've looked at, but man, I can't imagine. And honestly, they all kind of share, well, T-Rex Arms one's a little different, but this and the Blue Force Gear share a lot of similarities. Let's see, so the pouch without fully loaded is $60, and then the tourniquet holder is an additional $25. I believe, let's see. No, sorry. Yeah, $70. So it's only $70 with the tourniquet kit, or the tourniquet holder already attached and everything. It's just a little bit extra money. So if you do it without the kit, it's $60, $10 more. Who wouldn't do that? $10 more, and you get the kit, the tourniquet holder, and then you can actually add a tourniquet with the. If you get the full kit, you can ask them to add the cat tourniquet. So you can buy it in all kinds of different configurations, with empty pouch, without the tourniquet holder, with the tourniquet holder, fully loaded without the tourniquet, or you can add the tourniquet. I just decided why not add it all together. So it was one complete package, and it came completely all put together. I mean, I literally was ready to just throw this on my range belt. You know, I didn't have to do anything. I'm gonna, besides taking this out of the packaging, I'm gonna pre-stage that as well. But other than that, multicam looks sick. It's got the first aid patch there. Really high quality, made in the USA, made in Idaho. Gonna be hard to beat. So I'm gonna do a tabletop of each one, and I'm also going to do them at the range on my battle belt, and just to show you how easy it is to access them at the range in case you need to. And then we're gonna kind of compare the three kits and kind of decide which one's best. Thanks for watching. We'll move on to the next one. All right, let's see how quickly we can get this one-handed operation. I mean, that's nutty. Like, that was so fast, so easy. Get your medical supplies out right away. You can pull your tourniquet out with your left hand and right hand also, so it works ambidextrous both ways. Guys, this is gonna be hard to beat. That was so easy. It's like, one of my arms is incapacitated. It could use the other arm. Just so fast. All right, guys, next up in the med kits is the Micro IFAK from Blue Force Gear. This just came today. It took about 8 days, which isn't bad at all. What's odd is that I just got the shipment notification today in an email, and it actually arrived today. So it already shipped, and they were a little off on their inventory and things like that. So, but let's talk about this kit and compare it to the LTC. So the Blue Force Gear, this kit fully loaded, if it came with everything that comes with the Blue Force Gear plus decompression needle, is $200. Yikes. Then you got to add this hammock for the tourniquet, and that adds another $14. So, and this also does not include a cat tourniquet, whereas the LTC does. So value-wise, definitely more expensive. How the kit deploys is very cool though, and it comes fully loaded. Now, I got the Pro, which was less expensive, but because I already have a lot of these supplies. But to pull it out, you've got these weighted tabs. They have like this little almost weight right here, and you just literally pull it. So from the back of your back, gonna be easy. Then you just open this, and you've got your combat gauze, gloves, emergency blanket. They had a SWAT T tourniquet in here. I'm gonna replace a SWAT T with 2 chest seals. So I'm having to add a chest seal too, value-wise. Now, if you got the fully loaded, it comes with the chest seals, and like I said, a decompression needle as well, and actually an airway. So it does add a few things. I believe, I don't remember if the LTC came with the airway or not. I'll have to look back. But so size-wise, it's really compact, pretty comparable. I'd say it's slightly smaller than the LTC. I'll compare them side by side, but it is compact for sure. I mean, they nailed that. Having to add the tourniquet holder was kind of a bummer for more money. It is high quality though, and it does hold a cat tourniquet, so you can have this on your belt, so you can easily get to the tourniquet and the kit very fast, very easy. You can also replace these patches with they have like an IR one, other glow in the dark, just different types of patches to let you know it's a med kit. Attachment points are here in the back with these little just Velcro straps essentially that you'll put over your belt. I got the belt attached. There is also a MOLLE attached. Made in the USA, very high quality, great stitching. Just this is gonna last you forever. No, I mean, hopefully, unless you use it a lot, but you can obviously just resupply the supplies. But it comes out very quickly, and then again, it unfolds like this. I do kind of prefer, well, I would say this is slightly faster, and I'll know when I go to the range and test it, than the LTC, because the LTC you have to undo a buckle and then pull, where this is just straight pull. However, on the flip side, when you pull it out, you have to unbuckle here and open up, whereas the LTC, when you pull it open, it's gonna open like this. So that's probably a wash. I'm not gonna like put it on a shot timer or anything and test it out. I would say it's very close. So value-wise, this is definitely more expensive. It's the most expensive kit we'll look at. Quality is top-notch. Blue Force Gear has a great reputation. One thing that's bugging me is how this attaches, and the instructions for the hammock couldn't have been any smaller. It's like, who the heck is reading this? I mean, I guess I can kind of read it better now that I have it closer away from my face. Maybe I'm just getting old. Kind of tells you how to do it on the MOLLE. The rear MOLLE straps through the slots on the hammock. So if you're doing a belt attached kit, the only way to do it is with these. And I thought maybe I could snug it up under here more, but there's the stitching right here that prevents that. So really, I can't think of a better way to attach this than what I already have. So if you have ideas with the belt strap, the belt loops, let me know. I think this is the only way that I can feasibly think of. And it's not hard, it's super easy. You just run it through there and fold it over, and that's not coming off, right? That's staying on your belt. And it got easy access to a tourniquet, so it does the job. But it kind of sits offset, you know, so it's, you know, that's aesthetically, and that's just not a big deal, but it is kind of weird. So that's the second kit. We'll see about getting some range footage, but I feel like this is gonna be the fastest because it has these weighted things, you just rip it out. But again, it's probably a wash with the LTC because you have to unfold it. So let's talk about the next kit. All right, guys, next up we've got the Trex Arms style of pouch. I say style because this is not a legitimate Trex Arms. Now, I tried to order one of the Trex Arms Med 1 pouches, and they're completely sold out. All colors, all configurations, all gone. So I wanted to make this video, and I said, okay, I'll put notifications on. When I get one in, I'll grab one, especially the multicam. So this is a knockoff. It's by Creed, Chinese company. Exact same styling though. So the philosophy and everything, it works the same. So as soon as Trex gets these in stock, I will be purchasing one because their pouch is only 45 bucks. I mean, yeah, this is about half that cost, but I'd rather support US company made in the USA, you know, so if I could, for not much more money. So anyway, but the concept is the same exact. This is literally a legit knockoff of it. If you didn't have this tag on here, you wouldn't know the difference between the two. So this pouch is a little bit different. It's slimmer as far as it's this way, but it's a lot wider. So like here's the micro IFAK from Blue Force Gear. You can see it's definitely not as long on the belt, but it is thicker, quite a bit thicker than this one is. And here's the Live the Creed responder IFAK, and it is also thicker when it's all loaded out. So it's not actually much. It may be the same length this way too. This is taller also, so it's gonna be hard to compare. Yeah, you can see with the tourniquet on there that the Trex Arms pouch, the Med 1 pouch style pouch, is a little bit taller. So a little bit taller, a little bit longer, but it does sit thinner on the belt, which is Not a bad thing at all, because if you're wearing this in a vehicle or doing, like I was doing a drill the other day where I was laying on my back and had to shoot from that position, and I could definitely feel this. Now, obviously, who cares? I'll get over it because it's got life-saving equipment in it. But, you know, that could be a difference to some people. And I'll take this off the belt. It'll work a lot better to do a size comparison. I had to put it on my belt, and I had to thread it through, because the only way you can attach this one is through the belt loop attachments, which work great, by the way, but it's just not quick to get on and off. I mean, you're really not going to need to take it off as a kit while you have it there. But this has these kind of attachment points. The Blue Force gear has these little Velcro attachment points, so you could. Now, the way it's designed, I don't know how you could add them because they run this way. So you just kind of have to thread it on there with your holster and stuff, and then, leave it if you're going to use it. I do like it. It works well. I would say speed-wise, like, it's the slowest of the two because you have to undo these zippers, but it's not bad. And it's actually really not hard at all, and you can manipulate it one-handed. So if you only have one side of the zipper, you can still pull out the contents rather easily out of that one side. The whole idea behind this is having this pull tab to get your stuff out. So the zippers are good quality, at least even on this knockoff, they're good quality. I imagine on the T-Rex it's even better, and you can easily get to your stuff. Then I like how it all, like, once you do get these zipped a little bit, it pulls out, it's all in one container that you have all your stuff here. I've got this loaded out pretty much exactly how T-Rex does. They don't supply the kits fully loaded anymore. But it's got 2 chest seals, a burned dressing, it's got a hemostatic gauze pad, it's got gloves, and it's got a airway. So it's loaded out pretty much as you'd want it to be for the most part. And you've got your tourniquet on the bottom. So I like this pouch layout quite a bit. There's honestly, I'm not sure which one I like best. I was leaning more towards the Live the Creed, but they all have one obstacle, I guess you'd say, to overcome to open them. This one, you just have to pull the clip and then pull the contents out. It slides right out, as you saw me demonstrate earlier. This, same way, you have these bigger pull tabs, right? So it comes out faster, but then you have to open it like so. On the T-Rex, you just have to, the Med 1 style pouch, you have to just defeat the zippers, which are pretty easy, and then all your stuff's right there. So you don't have to open anything. So it's kind of, dude, it's kind of a wash, honestly. These are all 3 really good options. I think what I would say the best it's really going to come down to your budget, what you want to spend on it. So let's talk about that, because that is going to be, an issue, I guess you'd say. The T-Rex arms pouch, one in stock, is $45. Now, you do need to load it out with your own medical kits. They do sell a complete kit for $75. That includes everything, which is actually not a bad deal. You could source the things yourself, which I did because I had them. But you could do that, but your overall cost with everything is going to be about $150. If you bought their kit fully loaded, that includes a cat tourniquet, by the way, and the contents of this, you'd be about $150 total. The Blue Force gear, fully loaded, the pro level, I have the pro level, and it's missing chest seals. It's missing a few things. And it comes with a SWAT T tourniquet, which obviously don't want that. I mean, it's not a bad second option, but I want a cat tourniquet at all costs. And you got to add the little hammock thing. So your really overall cost is going to be, if you were to get it fully loaded, it's $199, and got to add an extra $14 for this. You're looking over $200 for the pro kit, and that actually doesn't include a cat tourniquet, I don't believe. You have to buy that separately as well, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong on that. But this is the most expensive option, for sure. It's the smallest as far as length goes, but but it's probably the thickest, and I don't even have this fully loaded yet. I haven't got the chest seals in there. So it's going to be a little chunky guy. It's definitely small, but chunky. The Live the Creed is a little flatter when it's fully loaded. It's about the same length as it's maybe a titch longer than the T-Rex, about the same length, but it is a little fatter as well. This is loaded out the same, like as far as medical supplies, and this still definitely sits flatter. Let me pull it off the belt. All right, back at it. So, yeah, side-by-side comparison here of thickness. It's pretty I hate the word negligible. It's pretty negligible. Still can't say it. But you know what I mean. It's about the same thickness, honestly. It's very, very minimal difference. Like, maybe the T-Rex is a little slimmer. Yeah, it probably is a titch, just a barely slimmer than the Live the Creed. And then, like I said, overall length, they're about the same size. So, and then, like I said, this one's going to be smaller in both height and length, but width, it's chunky. It's definitely considerably thicker than the T-Rex arms. So, but again, all three good options. Now, value-wise, we'll go back to that conversation. Once you fully load this out with a cat tourniquet, about $150. You Live the Creed, once you can order it fully loaded out with the tourniquet holder and the attached and the tourniquet included and all the supplies inside of here. I paid $155. So between these two, you're pretty much a toss-up, right? This is gonna be the pricey one. You can buy the pouch by itself for $73 and then load it out, but then you gotta buy the hammock, so that's another $15. So, you're $88 plus all the medical supplies. So I found with at least with this Live the Creed, it was just made sense just to get it all together. It wasn't even that expensive. Well, it was expensive, but it wasn't any. If I were to piece all those pieces out, because combat gauze itself is like $43. Tourniquet is anywhere from 25 to 30. So there's $70 worth of equipment right there, without the pouch, right? So think about that. You pay $88 for this setup without any contents, then you got to buy a tourniquet for $30. We'll say 25. You're already over 100. Combat gauze 142. You're pretty much at the same price as these two fully loaded kits. You're not including all the other materials. So, value-wise, it's definitely not the Blue Force gear. Quality, excellent. Design, excellent. Speed is probably the fastest. It's kind of a toss-up between these two because you do have to defeat this buckle, but then it all comes out. Where that, you have to unfold it. It's probably got a slight advantage. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't time myself, but they're all quick and easy, and I thought this one would be the hardest to get out, and it's really not. I would say it's marginally slower, but it's easier but it sits a little flatter. One thing I do like about this style pouch too is you have this Velcro hook and loop on the outside. So if you want to apply another patch, obviously you have medical patch, right? Something like that. You can get a bigger one. I don't know why I have such a small one. But you can put other attachment points out here for other things. Like T-Rex Arms actually sells a chem light holder. So if you do night vision shooting, which I'm starting to get into myself, as you know, if you watch the channel, and you could put a Sharpie on here to use with the tourniquet as well as your targets at the range. So, they're all really good options. I would have to say that because of value and the extra cost, I'm probably going to put this one to the side and choose between one of these two as would be my final choices. And at that point, it's a matter of, the fact that the ease of convenience of the LTC is that you can get it all fully loaded with all the components. With the T-Rex, you kind of got to buy the components, but they do sell it as a bundle, like I said, for $75. So you order the pouch from them, the tourniquet from them, and that thing, and you're at the same cost. So it's really a wash. So it's really going to come down to personal preference, I think. I like both. This one actually does have, on the other side of the buckle, does have some hook and loop. You could also attach things to if you wanted to, but the Med 1 style pouch has, this whole area right here, and it sits really flat. Yeah, it's a toss-up. I can't decide between these two. I like them both. I'll probably keep both. I'm actually, like I said, going as soon as T-Rex Arms get this in stock, and they actually do have Wolf Gray right now, so if that's your color scheme, great. I'm waiting for Multicam or Ranger Green personally. So as soon as those come in stock, I'm going to order one of the real deal, because one of the things about the knockoffs is they don't come, it's so dumb that they like copy this design, but then they didn't sew this correctly. So the idea is to have all your kit here and then pull on this tab, right? They had the tab sewn over this area, so it was literally like this, so you couldn't even fit a chest seal. You couldn't really fit anything in here. It was kind of dumb. I'm like, what? If you're gonna copy the design, like, do it right. So I had to modify it. I just unsewed it, or I unstitched it and then sewed it back together. And my sewing job probably won't hold up because I'm not the best seamstress. So definitely when T-Rex gets theirs in, I will probably be ordering another one of these. I will be, as soon as they get one in, order one of these. And this is probably what I'll run. I do like the LTC quite a bit, but I do like that this is slightly slimmer, and it's still very easy to get to your med supplies. And I like having this Velcro on the outside. I want to add some attachments to it, other patches, whatever you want to do, IR patches, chem light holder, lots of good options you have on the outside. So well designed, very well designed. Yeah guys, I think to sum it up, I think surprisingly, because I really felt after getting this was going to be the choice, and it's still an amazing choice. In fact, they're all three really good choices, but budget wise they're about the same cost when you load them out. And I've already got the supplies, so as soon as T-Rex gets this in, it's going to cost me a whopping 45 bucks, and I got it. So that's going to probably be the one I run and the route I go as soon as I can get the real deal. For now, because I'm a little concerned about the quality in this coming out and such, I'll probably run the LTC, at least in the meantime, until I can get that. So, all right guys, thanks for watching this video. I know it's pretty long, comprehensive, but I wanted to compare what I thought were the 3 best IFAKs for the range, for your war belt, your range belt, for best easy access. You know, you can, all 3 of these you can access one-handed and get your supplies out, you know, in case you were incapacitated in some way. You all have tourniquet holders for easy access for the tourniquet, plus easy access to the other life-saving first aid items. So, all right guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.